Thank you, Coach. We are about 15 miles west of downtown Phoenix at State Farm Stadium in Glendale, Arizona. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Seattle Seahawks and the Arizona Cardinals. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
On first down, Tagovailoa. Throwing left side, it's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Right there, 54. Get in the right room. Get in the right room. Hey, one set.
Tagovailoa working out of the gun. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. 3. On the ball.
A first carry now. This is Johnson. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Tua. That's Tua's running back, Kerryon Johnson. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 11 yards there, 1st down.
Nice methodical opening drive here. They're already in the field goal range. They're in a good spot. You know that people like to take a shot in this part of the field. But at the same time, as methodical as they've been, they might want to run the ball a little bit here too.
And just on the outskirts of the red zone, they have options now. Either way, though, they've come out with a purpose.
The ball carrier.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
On 2nd down now. It's Johnson. And not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20.
He's brought down at the...
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
It's going to be a long day. Mike, check. 59.
Now Tua. He'll drop this down to Johnson underneath. And he is not going to get to the marker as they stop him short at the 14. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. And now out is the Cardinal field goal team here. And this one is right through. And the Cardinals have the first points. It's 3-0. So the opening drive does yield points. Maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard. but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points.
At their own 23-yard line.
Just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Jackson. They will find Davis. That's complete.
Jackson.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
Now Jackson on 1st down. And he hits the tight end. It's Davis. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line.
To number 81.
A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target, and he didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius, understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball, and puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
On 1st down, this is Geis. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 37-yard line.
On 2nd and 12, Jackson. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control, and they can fake you out. In this case, as you described, got there before the ball got to the receiver. Penalty flag had to come out.
Back to the ground on 1st. It's Geis. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. 15 yards last play and 15 yards here this go-around. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all this stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
3. Seahawks, nothing.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Here's Jackson to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. Jackson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And he'll be brought down at his own 10-yard line. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Tua sets up to pass it. Underneath for Johnson. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Another connection between the two. This one good for 12 and a first down.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Tackle made at the
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Running from the gun, Johnson. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Tua now on first down. And the Seahawks defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Well, free safety blitz, that can be a gamble, but it proves fruitful there.
Yeah, you're exactly right about the gamble because oftentimes the free safety is the last line of defense against a long pass. And when he comes at the quarterback, he'd better get home and make the play. Otherwise, a big play could result for the offense.
Come get some. Come get some. Come on here. Come get some.
On second down, Johnson. Room to run past midfield. And brought down across the 50 to the 49-yard line. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
That's going to be complete to his tight end, Everett. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 11 more yards there, and this methodical drive continues.
38-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
6 man. Check curls, check curls, check curls.
And this is incomplete. Looking for Woods that time, and now it's second down.
Speed is the name of the game when it comes to RPOs, and sometimes you can be a little too quick, thus inaccurate, incomplete.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Tua going to throw. He gets it left side to Johnson. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
And again, it's Tagovailoa. Just what Seattle was hoping for. The coverage holds, and now 4th down.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. He was true on his first. This a tough one from 49 yards away. And this one's not close. Not even close. Short and to the right. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So a bit of a weird kick there. That wasn't an overly long attempt, but that never had a chance.
You almost wonder if he might have maybe got that one on the laces because it kind of knuckled on him a bit. And this one winds up in empty possession.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah.
Now this is intercepted. He was trying to get it to Davis. Picked off at the 38. And he's able to bring it out 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4.
On the tackle.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run. But the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
He's across midfield to the 49-yard line. A gain of 2 on the play. Brings up 3rd and 4.
The Cardinals on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Here's Tua. Forced out to his left. Now he's going to throw deep back over the middle. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Jackson from the shotgun. He gets it in the hands of Geis. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 15 yards on the play, first down.
Thus far, it hasn't been a real fun half for them, but a play like that may get them off the schneid a little bit, get them loosened up and moving.
Kind of seems like they've been sleepwalking and still sitting on 0 points.
And it's not always making an adjustment. Sometimes it's just going back to what you know can work and finally getting it done.
Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And this will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawk touchdown.
Complete to number 14,
DK Metcalf with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. The fly route works for the TD grab.
And you know what the receivers love to say? If we get even with the defender, we're leaving. And that's exactly what he did, all the way into the end zone. And then he was on the business end catching it once he got over the stripe.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And looking at this situation, Charles, you got more than a minute. You've got all 3 timeouts. Probably no need to play this safe.
So what you're saying is that we're doing a little bit of a mind meld here, aren't we? Because I'm thinking along the same lines as you. This amount of time, don't be compelled to play it too safe. This is a chance to get points on the board. Press it a little bit.
Especially since a touchdown here gets you the lead. Johnson with a completion over the middle. It's a gain of 5, and they're going to have a 3rd down. Now a 10th carry for Johnson, and he's going to have a 1st down, but not sure it'll matter as the clock will continue to run. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. And that's caught left side. It's Woods. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. And a nice spin into some open field. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 12 yards there and a first down.
6-yard line.
Going to the air, Tagovailoa. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
First and 10.
Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
He'll get this one complete to Davis. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
A gain of 15. And the Seahawks first down.
From midfield now, here's Jackson. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half.
Cardinals take over first and 10 at the 49-yard line.
And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. Tua, a final shot before half. Now he lets it go deep for Kirk. And that is incomplete. So we've reached intermission here in a low-scoring game. 7-3 is our score. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, and what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. They'll throw on first down with Jackson. He'll find Metcalf. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Quick strike out wide by Jackson. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He can make a man or 2 miss, but that window closed quickly. Jackson will throw again. And finding Davis here, the tight end. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals 33. A gain there of 21 yards.
And the Seahawks.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10, down at the 33. It's Geis on the counter. And he'll run straight into a wall of tacklers at the line of scrimmage. It's 2nd down. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line.
Well, that certainly has to feel good, and it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
From the red zone now, here's Jackson on 1st down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman, and he will take it out to the 25-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in, coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
The drive starts with a completion left side, and they're able to get this one across the 35. Give them 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give them a 1st down.
At the 38-yard line.
Check 15, check.
From the gun, it's Tua. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
And the result here the same as the last play. Another tackle behind the line of scrimmage by the Seahawk defense. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
Brings up 3rd down and 12.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got off the football, but you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah. Will they make up for it? From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. This is Geis. Unable to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Again, they run. Again, it's Geis. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
3rd and 2, here's Jackson. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Looking up into the roof, and he muffs it. It's loose. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
Tua now on first down. That's to his running back, Kerryon Johnson. And just not much to be had there. 1 yard out to the 10. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's second down.
At the 10-yard line.
Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Out of the gun on third down, here's Tua. They got a man, it's Woods. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on first and 10. Tua setting up shop to throw again. This one complete to Christian Kirk. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on first and 10. Off of play action. Tagovailoa. Oh, batted at the line and intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jared Davis. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
After the interception, here's Jackson. And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack. A man who has done this a lot, Justin Houston, in there to record the sack.
Second down.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Another try after the first down sack. Jackson. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. That is now 5 interceptions that he has thrown in this ball game. If I asked you to speculate what's possibly going on in his head, what would you say?
Well, if he's as mentally strong as I believe he is, he understands that not all these picks are...
The pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17. Tua going to throw. He's got Herndon, his tight end. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line.
Ran a perfect defense in this situation. Would have meant that there was an incompletion and would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
So they had a gain of 10 last time, now a gain of 20 here.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there, not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
A first down carry here for Johnson. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Looking to pass. Tua. Screen play. Johnson. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. A big pickup of 38.
Well, this is where an offense needs to show what it's made of. And, in fact, where a quarterback needs to show what he's made of, trying to engineer a fourth-quarter comeback, and he hits a big one right there.
They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting.
And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Gerald Everett, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Cardinals have retaken the lead. He's got it, and this is indeed up to a 3-point lead.
Makes the score Cardinals 10, Seahawks 7.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Around 19-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course. Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
On 3rd down, Jackson being chased out left. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete, certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. He'll air this one out deep for Davis. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
First and 10. at their own 37.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Another important fourth quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. And now defensively they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning.
Ready? Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out.
Tua wants to throw it on second down. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. It's a first down on a gain of 10. Well, probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this fourth quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock.
Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you got to know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man.
And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. And his defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Again, it's Johnson. Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6. And now a timeout taken here defensively with 2:07 remaining. So they'll also have the stop coming up at the 2-minute warning. The Cardinals on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This will be 3rd and 6.
54's Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Watch the slam. You go tight. You got tight. You got tight.
And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
A loss of a yard. It's 4th down.
Here's J.K. Scott now as he's on to punt for Arizona. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Let me breathe for a minute, man. Let me breathe. Let me breathe for a minute, man. Let me breathe for a minute. Let me breathe.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Here's Jackson. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman.
And that one, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to go just short, as this is definitely not his best throw, and it'll wind up being intercepted.
We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. Here's Johnson. He's been busy this afternoon. And really a heck of an effort there to duck out of one tackle, but it winds up only going for a yard.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. They go to Johnson again. Oh, what a juke into space. He'll get it to the 23-yard line. Pretty good running there, 9 yards. Sets up a 3rd and 1. Oh, Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Cardinals. 1st and 10 at the 21-yard line. Today's final score, Cardinals.
Well, Charles,
10.
the old saying, the old cliche, if you will, points at a premium, that certainly applied here, didn't it?
And that almost felt like opened up a time capsule, didn't it? Old school football, low scoring, close game. What a way to finish it up.
You loved it, didn't you?
I
loved
did.
the defenses.
I certainly did. Brought back the images of the game of old.
So for the Cardinals, the win moves them a couple games over 500 now at 7-5. And they'll get to stay home again next week as the Tampa Bay Buccaneers come to town. Meanwhile, for Seattle, not much more to say. They dropped to 1-11, and they'll look to regroup next week as they head to MetLife Stadium to take on the New York Giants. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaud. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.